Hello everyone and welcome back for more Let's Play Murder by Numbers. Joining us is Dork Princess. Are you gargling?
Yes.
Okay.
I just hurt my own ears by getting too close to the mic. Ah!
I just wanted to make sure your mic didn't fuzz out completely on you and that was actually just you gargling.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
What do we know about this club?
I'd have thought that was more of a question for your friend over there.
There's too many apostrophes in the same place.
No, actually that was the appropriate amount, believe it or not.
I believe that it's grammatically correct, but it disturbs me.
I do not understand. What do you mean by that?
He means that it's a gay club, and he, being an old straight man, wouldn't know anything about that.
Less of the old, thanks, but you're not wrong. This isn't something I know much about.
Wait, you're letting us take a look at the crime scene?
Forensics have already been and gone, and I've already inspected the scene. There's nothing for you to mess up. At this early stage in investigation, it's important to consider everything. Every piece of evidence, every hypothesis. So sure, knock yourselves out. Come back here and show me everything you find, and we'll see what your conclusions are.
Do we know anything about the victim?
He had some ID on him. I'm surprised Robo-Boy over there hasn't found it yet.
Do we have any suspects at this point?
Well, the only person with connection to the incident so far is that friend of yours.
PC? You don't think he did it, do you?
I like to keep an open mind at this stage of the investigation. I suggest you do the same.
But he called it in.
He did, and then he called you.
Are you trying to imply something, Detective Cross? What the hell is she talking about?
Because right now she's completely in denial that Casey could have had anything to do with this. And the fact that Cross doesn't just immediately cross Casey off the list is throwing her off just a tiny bit.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
There'll be time for implications later. Right now, it's about finding out as much as we possibly can, no matter how innocuous it may turn out to be. No wear on the treads, no marks on the floor. Looks like they didn't try to slow down. That's what I said! And what do you think that means? Yep, that's a victim, alright. Oliver Laurel. I've radioed his name into the station. They're gonna get back once they have more info for me.
The dial on the shoe's dashboard was smashed.
Indeed it was.
Every day you see a shoe has a smashboard, or dashboard. Blah.
Maybe it's Smash Ultimate.
Colors weave into a spire of flame.
This is Master Hand Shoe. That's what this means.
Oh my god. It makes sense.
Indeed it was. What do you think that means?
It means scout for smash.
Hypothesis. The driver of the shoe collided with the dashboard on impact. Also, I'm already in Fall Guys.
True.
Not bad. One to keep in mind for sure. We found this sneaker, Detective Cross. I have a hypothesis. The presence of only a single sneaker could indicate that our perpetrator only has one leg.
We're actually going with that?
I don't think that's very likely. But you said we must consider every hypothesis. Did I say every hypothesis? I meant every credible hypothesis.
I will suplex you through a table and frame you for the murder.
Well, what do you think besides the fact that you're angry with me?
It was definitely murder. Wait. Yeah, it was definitely a murder. The lack of wear on the float's tires, plus the absence of skid marks, point towards that.
Really? What about those tires indicates the victim was killed deliberately?
Shoot. Well, that they didn't break. They went straight for the club.
But not necessarily straight for the victim. He might have just been in the way. You're halfway there. What I'm trying to get at is it isn't always murder. You have to consider accidental death, too. I see.
So, what... Can I take her?
Yeah.
What in the... It's even worse than I imagined!
Because there's another one that you'll probably want me to voice fairly soon.
Oh.
Fran! That's terrible! Thanks Streisand you weren't in there!
Who's Streisand?
Barbara Streisand?
No clue.
Oh my god. Kind of an icon. I mean, yes, before your time, but I'm pretty sure Barbara Streisand is very much still alive. Also is the reason there's a thing called the Streisand effect.
I've never heard of that.
Okay, just to keep it short, because it doesn't really relate to this too much, as far as I remember. The Streisand effect is where if something bad gets mentioned about you, and you do your best to try to shut it up and cover it, you know, try to keep it quiet, it only amplifies the problem as other people have already heard about it, and they go, wait, you tried to shut it up? There must be some credibility there, and it gets spread even further.
Oh, God.
That is called the Streisand effect.
Like, I got bad vibes because there was this song in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend that was talking about, like, bad things that happened, and one of them was Streisand.
Yep. It's basically referencing an actress named Barbara Streisand. Very, very popular through the 80s and 90s and into the 2000s. But yeah, she had bad news happen, tried to cover it up, and basically it just exploded. Thus, we now have the Streisand effect.
I see.
I'm Detective Cross, investigating officer. I'd appreciate you've only just arrived, but I'd like to ask you a few questions inside, if I may, Miss,
You can call me Fran. And sure, let's head inside, shall we? Can't believe it. Just look at the place.
Okay, we've got an officer at the victim's address. He's bringing over some items of interest. I'm gonna wait outside. Honor, you find out what you can from Miss Tasia.
Honestly, just call me Fran.
Right. Okay. Honor, perhaps we should take a look around inside, too.
Is he comfortable with the drag queen thing?
He's just very unsure of how to address people and such.
Oh.
Typical old person problem.
Yeah, I will admit, I'm not sure if a drag queen is, like, always she, her pronouns, or if that's only when they're in costume.
It does come up specifically with this character.
Oh.
And if I recall, it's been a hot minute. I believe he or she, depending on the situation, said they go by whatever they're presenting as in any given moment.
Right. Cool. I know my sister, like, when we were younger, would like to watch RuPaul's Drag Race. I would always walk in and look at the screen and be like, ugh, reality TV.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I also, in very much real life, fall under the realm of old freaking white dude. So it's like, I'm not an authority to speak on this stuff. I will leave
That's
that
fair.
to the people that are.
You are valid.
It's like, I'll respect your decisions. I'm not one here to pass judgment on them. Because very much not my life, not my scene.
Yeah, I've always found like LGBT stuff really interesting. I don't know why.
That's right. Okay.
Something tells me this is gonna have a rainbow pattern on it.
You are very much correct.
I mean, gay bar. Ah, gay flag.
Yep.
My other guess would have been cake.
I mean, if they had cake out.
There are a lot of these flags around, even for a gay bar.
I like them. They're so colorful. Do you think I could take one? It would look nice in your apartment.
Oh, so you're an interior decorator now? Well, you'll have to ask Fran. Maybe she'll let you take one of the small ones.
You are popping quite a bit here.
Hell. Better?
A little bit, yeah.
Alright. Well, there goes my no claims bonus. My name's Honor Mizrahi. I'm helping Detective Cross out with his investigations.
And I am Scout.
The best character in this game. Oh, I know who you are. I've been watching Murder Mystery since Casey got the job there. It's nice to have a celebrity in my little club. Actually, you're not the first, but you're the first that's not been on the down low, if you catch my drift.
Excuse me, but what is a down low?
Oh, right. Well, Scout, sometimes people that are gay or lesbian or whatever choose to hide it. And then they come to places like ours to kind of let the pressure off a little. But they try to be discreet about it. Aw, I didn't know that.
I still cannot understand why humans pretend to be things that they are not.
It's complicated, doll. Sometimes it's just easier that way. And I'm Fantasia. It's a pleasure to meet you. If only it could have been under better circumstances. You're the proprietress of this club, right? Sure am. Although in some ways, it still feels strange to hear people say that. It's not been that long since I took it over, really. Before that, I was just your average gigging about drag queen, and this was one of my regular jaunts. Fast forward a few years and I own the place. Life sure is strange, huh? Can you think of any reason why anyone would want to damage your property? None specifically. We normally get on pretty well with everyone in the neighborhood, even if our customers can be a little rowdy when they leave. Of course, not everyone is quite as enlightened. It's sad, but acts of violence are committed against our community frequently. That'd be my first guess. If you don't mind me asking, why did it take you so long to get here after KC called you? Well, I had to get ready, didn't I? It takes time, effort, and a ton of concealer to look this good at this time of day. I don't like that stutter. Plus, walked here in heels. Would you normally be in drag this early in the day? Hell no, drag hurts. I wouldn't normally come to the club until late afternoon. I tend to at least get a basic beat and look together before coming here. See, then I only have to top it up or do outfit changes during the night. This is a basic look. Oh, honey, you don't even know? AC looks terrible. He's clearly really worried about you. I really hope it's not her. He's a sweet one, isn't he? You know, it's thanks to him that my makeup is so flawless. He taught me a lot. You mentioned you helped him out when he first got to LA. He was lost. I could tell the second I saw him. He just had this air of someone who should have filled the room with their presence, but they were holding back. At first I assumed he was a wannabe queen, but it wasn't that. He was angerless. So I figured I'd help out, just like my track mother helped me. I'm glad you did. I don't know where I'd be without KC. Actually, scratch that. I do know where I'd be. Still stuck in a toxic marriage. Well, that sounds like a story.
That's a nothing statement.
We found a passport on the body. His name was Oliver Laurel. Oh, the poor thing. Yes, I know him. He'd been coming here regularly for the past few months. Oh. At first, he was fairly quiet, blended into the background, but Oliver seemed troubled. I got the impression he was working a lot of things out. Some people start this journey with more baggage than others, if you catch my drift. Anyway,
Come on, Anna, hurry up. I need to talk to Fran.
You're damn right you do, mister. Only way I can get you to visit any more is by getting a hole smashed in the front of my club.
Stop that guilt tripping right now and give me a hug.
Oh, ow, ouch.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just slipped on my heels last week and totally stacked it. Used my arm to break the fall, like an idiot. Doctor says it should heal pretty quickly, though. Oh, right. Detective, is everything okay?
An officer just returned from the victim's address. Apparently all of his belongings were just outside in black bags. Let me scan them. I can see if there's anything important inside. Hell, so can our officers, but you know what the hell, this might be quicker.
Puzzle start. I'm not still popping, am I?
No.
Good. I have a lot to learn about mic quality.
And there are things you will pick up, like the gain and such, where your gain needs to be just for your average thing. How much you can move your head before it really starts to impact your quality. Things like that.
I see. I'm really liking this chapter so far.
This chapter is a good one for many, many reasons. Not that I think any of the chapters are bad or anything, but this one just has a few moments in it. And the people that watch me stream this will know exactly what moments I'm thinking of.
Like, stupid or trigger warning?
Neither, really. They're not stupid. I think you will see it coming when it gets closer.
Oh god. This is gonna be a heavy one, isn't it?
Maybe. What am I missing? This right here, probably. Yep.
It's a book.
You are correct. It is a diary.
Yay! I know things.
This diary could prove useful. Let me read it. Finished. Analyzing text. There are several mentions towards the end of a person he met here. Friend, does the name Roz mean anything to you?
What?
And there we go. With a slight revelation of a name out of the way, I think it's a good stop to stop the video.
I can't even react like, oh, you bastard, because you stuttered.
So anyway, when we come back, we might learn something about someone named Roz. Until then,
This is gonna be sad.
take care, everyone.